If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
We're back, man, and we're not laying down for nobody. We're coming back to try to make it to the top of the mountain. And you need great players, you need great people to do that. And obviously bringing Tom back was a huge piece.
They got the components to have a good football team. They almost got there last year. They lost to the eventual champions, but it's a team with him that's really almost capable of anything, and look forward to seeing his 23rd year.
He said he said if it was up to him, he'd play till he was 50.
Yeah, right. I don't think his wife or his kids would let him do that, or his body. At some point, he's got to quit, right? But he was in his best shape of his life last year, so I expect the same this one.
Where were you when you found out? Did you know ahead of time?
He had texted like me and Mike, like we had like a little small group chat that we kind of hit sometimes, and he texted us probably like 20 minutes before. It was like, yo, like just letting y'all know, like I'm coming back and I'm excited for another year. And me and Mike were gassed up. We're like, yo, what are you talking about? You coming back? Like you just retired. But it's hard to walk away from the game, especially when you're as dedicated to it as Tom is. And so I would say I'm surprised, but like I know him, man, and I know what this game means to him. I know how his family feels about it. So I'm just happy that he's making the decisions that he wants to make, and I'm happy that he gets to come back and throw us more passes.
Brady is obviously an amazing player, but he's going to do what the system demands him to do. So I think Brady's one of those guys is that, look, when the check down is there, he's going to throw the check down.
How do you stop that? Because you're playing a chess player in Tom Brady this week. He will check the ball down.
When that guy's open, he's going to throw that, and I think that what makes him good. He doesn't do much of making stuff up. He's not like, no, I want you to do that, then do this, and then do that. It will break down the system of what they do. So, I think that's one of the big reasons why he's so great is the fact that he's cool, calm, and collected in the pocket, and he can manage that offense the way that no other has, and make the least amount of mistakes.
Everybody's got to be on the same page. Otherwise, he'll see what's out of place and know what you're in.
Tom Brady has such quarterback genius that he has perfected ways to get rid of the football before you can hit him.
If you had to tell a young safety who had never Malcolm faced Tom, what would you tell him? What would be the little 2 or 3 secrets you'd tell him to have any success against him?
Well, I think you got to know at all times he's reading the safeties. He is very much a advantage quarterback. So if you give him a look, he's going to do what's most advantageous for his defense. So if you're in split safety, you can be ready to get a run. If you're in a down safety, he's going to probably pass it. If you've got open gaps in the run and he sees it, he'll do that. And what he'll do is he'll wait, in his hard count, he'll wait in the shot clock to see if you can tip that or not, because he always wants to know where you are.
Would you consider Tom a tough quarterback to defend, and if so, why?
Do you consider him a tough quarterback to defend?
Yeah.
Is that the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just tough. He's as tough as any quarterback there is or ever has been.
Makes him?
Enough said. His numbers are incredible. He's about to pass the all-time passing record. He's done more than any other player at that position. In whatever measurement you want to take, whether it's yards, completions, touchdowns, championships, you name it. So put anything out there you want. It doesn't get any tougher than him.
In football, in team sports, when it comes to all-time greats, whether you like it or not, they are going to be measured at the quarterback position by how many Super Bowls they win. We talk about Aaron Rodgers all the time as one of the most talented ever, but one of the questions, if not the biggest question tied to him, is why has he only won one? No matter how the talent or how remarkable his statistics have been.
I always feel like if Aaron Rodgers struggles early or throws a pick, his body language changes. He's not quite as aggressive. Elway, Mahomes, and Brady, I don't know. They could have 4 picks. It's just the way they don't care. So now that's just me as an observer of football. But I'm watching Tommy throw 3 picks in the second half against Green Bay. He couldn't give a rip. You've had some success against him. Is there I don't know if it's relentlessness. When you watch Tommy, do you ever feel like in a game you've got his number? Or is it a chess match for 3.5 hours?
Well, I think it's a chess match for 3.5 hours. I think Tom we've seen games where he's gotten behind where teams have gotten after him. Even us with the Saints, we got after him and blew him out one time this year. And in that game, you didn't see him, press, and never did we feel like, okay, we got control of this. You know that he has that gear, and because he's so persistent, that at any point in time, if you let your guard down or let him figure you out, he will come back and make those plays. So it's one of those things you've got to be, always 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps ahead for the entire game, because he is, him being frustrated at an interception is not going to stop him from executing his offense if you allow it.
He is obviously obsessed with detail.
Right.
He has a rage to get it exactly right in practice.
Max, he will not catch Tom. Tom has 7 Super Bowls. He has to win 6 more to even get into the conversation.
Unlikely.
In an era where the salary cap is going to continue to be fought, no one is going to do what Tom did and take less.
Tom might also win another one.
Nobody's going to do it the way that Tom did that.
Even in the offseason, Patriot players are protecting their star as a team.
We all support Tom. He's a great person to be around, a great teammate, and, we all support Tom.
And that now includes the boss, team owner Robert Kraft, making it clear he supports his guy, saying, "I've known Tommy 16 years, almost half his life. He's a man, and he's always been honest with me, and I trust him." In an interview with Sports Illustrated, Kraft blasts the Wells report, saying, "Every inference went against us. Inferences from ambiguous, circumstantial evidence all went against us. And that's the thing that really bothers me."
I love having Mr. Kraft.
Julian Edelman telling WBZ they are all sticking together on this one from the top down.
Yeah, no, nothing Tom does surprises me. He's a great player. Works hard, takes care of himself. I mean, he's talking about playing till 50. I mean, if anybody can do it, he probably can.
At a ping pong fundraiser for Rob Ninkovich's charities, players from all over New England are backing the Pats. Bruins star Milan Lucic says when you win, you are a target, and Tom wins a lot.
Say what you want, still, one of, if not the best quarterback of all time, one of the best franchises in football history.
I'm ready to have this debate.
Former Pat Matt Light not hiding his frustration over the scandal. He says none of it makes any sense.
If you're a cheater, right? Have you ever seen cheaters put in as much time as Bill and his staff have put in?
What do you say to people say Tom's a cheater? What do you say to them?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can say whatever you want in this world until you get punched in the mouth.
To say Matt Light is upset would be an understatement. He calls this whole thing a circus, and every single one of the players we talked to tonight agree.
I think the last person you want to call out after the first game of the year is Tom Brady. Now, maybe they had a mutual truce going into the game, going into the season. Hey, I'm going to be hard on you. I want the guys to know we're going to treat you the same, even though technically I'm not. So are you okay with it? Now, if they had that truce, great. But if not, I think you were barking up the wrong tree.
That's great for Tampa. I mean, I kind of thought that he might not be done, and I'm glad that's actually the case.
It is now my privilege and my honor to get to watch him have another MVP caliber year at age 45.
Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe as I post a new Tom Brady video every day.